Yes, so I've just started recording. So we're going to be having this training, recorded. So please, that's very important. And I'm not going to use this. That's why I was against people saying that possibly they might record. No one should record this because you have other people's pictures, other people's data on the screen, and I wouldn't want that to be shared or to be passed to anyone else. Okay, it's very wrong. It's against the law, and please don't share it on social media. Please, it's very wrong. It has very, very terrible consequences. Okay, and I wouldn't like anyone to do that. Okay, it has legal implications. But it will be nice if you can all have your videos on. It's very important for me because it helps the recording. When your videos are not on, it makes the screen empty. Okay, when you record videos on Zoom, when you record videos on Zoom and you don't, the videos are not on, it records only those videos that are on, and it makes it very ugly. Okay, I tried that the last time. So it makes it very ugly. So if you can put on your camera, you can put a background, you can use a virtual background or whatever. But never mind, like I said, I'm not going to share these publicly, so no one is going to see your house. No one is going to see, for example, David, your little rabbit. I'm not going to share that. So only those in the class will have the opportunity to have the recordings back. All right, so 1 minute and we start. We've started anyway. So good evening once again. Thank you very much for joining. I'm so honored. My target actually is to get 20 people. Okay, I said to myself, if I can get 20 people to train or participate in the training, I will be like super excited. And presently we have over 20 people right now attending this training. So that's like huge success for me. And I think I should give the kudos to you guys for making it possible because this is your doing. Okay, so I'm so grateful for every one of us that is here right now. Like, I'm so super grateful. Thank you very much for joining, and I hope that it will worth the time. So that's very important to me. And please, when the time comes for you to grade my classes, the lectures, the knowledge you have acquired, please don't be generous. Be very, very truthful. Okay, so be very truthful. If it has been a waste of time, just tell me it's a waste of time. And if it has been a blessing to you, tell me it's a blessing to you. Okay, so that will really, really, really help me moving forward. Okay, so that's it. Well, let's go to what we've got to do. Are we all ready now? Are we ready to have classes? Yeah? Okay, very good. So what I want to try to do is to rush us a bit, okay? There are so many things that I can actually talk about, okay, that I can say are not really, really, really important, not too necessary. It's good to know those things, okay? And that's why I'm making this course like 5 days so that you'll be able to learn a whole lot of things, okay? I know that a lot of us might be new to online trading, especially Forex and all the other instruments we're going to talk about. It's all the same thing though. So I will take it slow, but I will still, skip some stuff, especially the technical parts. Okay, there are so many technicalities and terminologies that I wouldn't want to bother you with. But at the same time, I would love to teach us basic things, okay, basic terms, basic words, so that in the future, if you want to continue learning and growing and knowing more about this trading, you will not be a novice. But also, I'm not going to train you so much so that you'll be able to go to Harvard University and collect the financial analysis certificate or whatever they give there. No, okay, so, but you will have knowledge. So when someone is talking to you about trading and they're telling you some terms like, okay, go long, go short, they don't use the word buy, sell. They go like go long, go short. You went bullish, you went bearish. The Aussie did this, the Yankee did that. I mean, you won't just be lost, in the gloom. Like, okay, so what did Mr. Shola teach me? I mean, if I don't understand all this, so some of those terms I will explain. I will use some of them while I'm talking. And when I do that, and you don't understand something, maybe I've not said it to you, or you were not there when I said it, you can ask questions. You can put it in the chat, and I'll quickly mention it. At first, I wanted to, dedicate a whole day teaching us all that, but I felt it's useless because it's good to know them, but it actually doesn't really add much to your trading experience. Okay, so I know a lot of these things, but I will not use many of those terms. I've attended a lecture like that before, and the person was just super professional and was using all these terms, and at the point I was like, okay, I've never attended anything like this before. Like, I don't understand anything. Can you come down to my level? So that's what I want to do. That's my own method of teaching. People that know me, I like to break things down because I'm a lazy learner myself. I'm very lazy, and I love to teach people how to be lazy. Okay, so I will teach you like bread and butter. Yeah, I'll just call it bread and butter, and that's it. So bread will be bread, butter will be butter, and that's it. Okay, so I'm not going to call it sandwich or anything. I'll use normal words that we are used to. All right, so let's start. Yeah, I think everyone knows me. I think most of us here were at the practice class that we had on Saturday. Yeah, so you should know me by now. My name is Shola Ogundia. I'm a graduate of Lautech in Nigeria. I studied chemical engineering, yeah, but in all honesty, I've forgotten everything about it. I can't even define what is chemical engineering anymore. So I forgot about that, and I started. I have passion for business, okay, investments, business, startups, and of course consulting, motivational speaking, and stuff like that. So I just changed to anything and everything that has to do with knowledge and impacting people generally. So I think I've been in that line now for so many years, more than a decade. I mean, like more than 2 decades, yeah, that I've been doing that. But when it comes to trading, like I said earlier, I have about 13 years experience in trading online. And the funny thing is, I still trade like a child, like a novice. Like, I still take everything simple. Okay, so I take life simple, and that's my philosophy about life. For example, let me give a practical example. If I was to be a football coach, okay, I wasn't going to develop any new system or technology or method of play. I would just stick to the normal football rule. Hold the ball as much as possible. Make sure you pass to your neighbor and make sure your opponent doesn't get it. Hit the target and make sure you score as many goals as possible. Defend your house, and that's it. That's what football is all about, right? Now, if I know that, that's what I'll keep practicing. And as long as I win, then I'll keep doing that. So that has been my philosophy about Forex. Now, don't get me wrong. I get trained every day. I still attend courses. I still attend classes. I still try to develop systems and methods of trading. But the truth is, I stick to my belief. I stick to my system because it's still working for me. So that's why when people ask me, what system do you use in trading? We have different systems. I'm going to teach you some, and I will tell you I don't use them. I will teach you mine. I will mention mine briefly in the course of the training, and you will see, okay? We would check the charts together. I'll make the decisions. You would ask me questions. Okay, so how did you make that decision? And I'll tell you, I don't know. That's how I make it, and it works, okay? Now, I'll just tell you what I do, okay? What I think, how I think, the things I consider, and why I make my decisions, all right? So I believe that You don't call a fisherman lucky who has learned his practice for so many years up to the point that he knows where to cast his nets and draw in the fish. So once you're able to cast your net and you are always drawing in fish, well, more often than not, then it's all right. You stick to it, you know, brush up on that, and you strengthen yourself in that area. So that's one of the things I want you to have at the back of your mind while you are learning this. Don't try to copy anyone's system, okay? Trading is very, very open. It's very, very simple. It's extremely simple, and I will present it to you as simple as possible. Right. Now, exactly the same things the commercial banks do, the guys on Wall Street. Now, the only thing they will tell you, because if you tell them now that you are a trader, the first thing they go like, oh, where did you get certified? And go like, well, I don't have any certificate. The first thing they tell you is, oh, you're going to lose all your money, because they want you to believe that it's so difficult you can't just do it. But it's a lie. It's a blatant lie. I mean, as a matter of fact, you can actually be a better trader than them. Okay, so I've met a lot of them. Many of them have seen me trade and they go like, well, we don't understand how you do it, but wow, I mean, looks like it works for you. That's what they say. No, it's not like it looks like it works for me. I'm good at what I'm doing because it's my thing. Okay, so you will develop your own system. You will develop your own strategy. We call it strategy. You will eventually develop your own strategy through practice. Okay, so but while doing that, I will help you. I will guide you. We will learn together. I will learn your strategy. You will learn mine. You develop yours at your convenience and stuff like that. So please relax and make sure you have that at the back of your mind that this is so easy. You'll catch it like this. And that's it. And I promise you. All right. So let's go straight. I prepared a couple of things, but I don't think I will waste too much time on them. Okay, let's go first to the first topic. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I will put these at the side because some people are still joining, so I'll be able to attend to them. What is online trading? First of all, let me ask, how many of us know anything about trading online? I mean, when I mean online trading now, I'm talking about the financial markets, like Forex. You trade Forex, or you do cryptocurrencies, or you do stocks, or you do CFDs, whatever. How many of us have experience of online trading? How many people? I want to see by raising of hands or saying yes or no. How many of us? Just type yes, no, yes, no. Okay, in the chat. I want to see that quickly, please. Where is my chat? Let me bring up the chat. Okay. Okay. Please don't use the WhatsApp chat, okay? Because I really don't have that here. Just use the Zoom chat, the chat on the Zoom application. Okay. Okay. No, 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 no. Yes. Okay, I got a yes. No, 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 no. Okay, so Akintoye has a yes. No, 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 no. Every other person, no. Oh, wow. Okay, so where is David? David gave me a yes the other day, and I can't find him right now. So I've got one yes. Yes, I've got another yes. Thank you, David. I was waiting for you. Okay. All right, so beautiful. So majority of us, let's say 90% of us, don't have any experience about online trading. All right, then let's look at the definition together. What is online trading? Okay, online trading is trading in financial markets via the internet. All right, that's simple. That's that. So what do you mean by trading? Okay, common word, common language is the same. Is the same way you see trading in the common market. Yeah. So trading is buying and selling to make profit. Is that correct, Mr. Carlos? Is that correct? Because I know the Easterners in Nigeria, they are very good at trading. So am I correct? Is it not about buying and selling to make profit? Is that trading? Yes. Okay. All right. So please, that is what trading is. So when you're talking about online trading, it's all about that. It's about buying and selling to make profit. So the simple thing is this. This is what Forex is all about. Listen, not just Forex, stocks, cryptocurrencies, everything. This is what it's all about. You buy at a particular price, you hold, and then when the price is good or you see a better opportunity to sell, you sell and you make profit. Okay? So it's about buying and selling. So who can trade Forex? Anyone that understands that. So if I ask now, do you understand that? I believe everybody understands that. To buy and to sell. Now, you buy at a particular price and you sell at another price. So all you need to do is make sure that the price you're buying is not the same price that you're selling it. Because if you keep doing that, you're not going to be making profit. So you only make profit when the price at which you bought is lesser than the price at which you're selling. All right? So I buy a basket of apples for 100 euros. Okay, I will be using euros, naira, whatever comes my way. Okay, you buy a basket of apples for 100 euros, and then you sell the same basket of apples for 120 euros. So that's trading. You traded that basket of apples for some value. Now you have made 20 euros profit because 100 selling for 120, that gives you 20 euros profit. Simple, basic. All right, it's not more than that. But if you buy at 100 and unfortunately something happens, coronavirus pandemic, whatever happens in the market, and nobody wants to buy your apple, so the price starts dropping. Now, it dropped so much to like 80 euros. Now, what happens? You're forced to sell your apples. Why? Because you need money, and you really need money, okay? Now, when you're forced to sell your apples, you sell at 80. What has happened? You have lost money. So it means that you bought it at 100, you sold at 80, you have lost 20 euros. Okay, so that's another illustration of trading. Other things that can happen in trading is this. You bought a basket of apples for 100 euros, you kept it in your store or in your house, and after a month or 2 months, you couldn't get buyers, and then the value dropped. Like I said, there's pandemic, and then the value is now 80 euros, right? And you still have the apples in your store. My question is this. This is the question I always ask people. How much have you lost? I'm not saying you sold it. You bought it at 100 and you kept it in your store. And now the price has dropped to 80 euros. At that point, how much has that person lost? I want you to type your answer. I'll repeat the question. You bought a basket of apples for 100 euros. Now the value has dropped to 80 euros. You have not sold it, but you have it in your store. But now the value has dropped in the market to 80 euros. At that point, how much has that person lost? Okay, I'm getting answers. Someone says 20. Yeah, all right. Okay, Ifeoluwa Shogunle, are you hearing me? Because it doesn't seem like your mic is on. It doesn't seem like your mic is on. Let me see if I can chat you up. Okay, I'm trying to send a message. Okay. I'm getting answers. Let me see. 2020, 2020, 100. Wow. He has lost everything. Jesus. 2020, 20. What more? 0. David said 0. If he said nothing yet. Okay. Wow. Those are very interesting answers. Sorry, 0. Chinedum says 0. Okay. Nothing yet. 0, 20, 20. Okay. 2020. Okay. I was not there. 100. Wow. I was not here. Okay. Mr. Godi, I will ask the question again. You bought a basket of apples for 100 euros. You kept it in your store, okay, in your house or wherever. You stored it in the fridge. You stored it in your shop. And now the same basket of apples is being sold in the market for 80 euros. Now you haven't sold yours yet, but my question is, how much has that person lost? Okay, by having that basket of apples. How much has that person lost? Okay, let me see what David and Akintoye would say. Because they have been trading before. Okay, let's see. What is David says 0. Okay. Godi said 0. Okay, on the second thought, someone says 0. All right, so this is the very interesting part of trading online. Okay, now this is where the problem comes in. When people see that the value of what they have has dropped, yeah, immediately they start to panic. There's what we call panic. Then they start to panic and they begin to think that they have lost money. Now, as many people rightly said, that person has not lost anything yet. He still has a basket of apples. It's the value that dropped. Yes, I understand the value dropped, but he hasn't lost money. Okay. Ifeoluwa is, I think she's having problems connecting the mic. I don't know if I can get a number on WhatsApp to call her to explain to her how it works. She should be able to get that. Anyway, the thing is, you haven't lost money because you still have what you bought. Okay, you still have a basket of apples. Now, if you think that you've lost money, what if you wake up the next day and Donald Trump, forgive me for using his name because he's the one that has been providing all types of solutions to coronavirus. And Donald Trump says the next day and says, hey guys, the new cure for coronavirus is 2 apples a day. You have to eat 2 apples a day. What do you think will happen to the price of apple? It will jump up, right? Now, you that had a basket of apple in your store, you bought it for 100 euros, but the price dropped, the value dropped to 80. But because of the announcement of Donald Trump, then everybody is looking for apple. And now a basket of apple is being sold for 150 euros. Of course, now you sell. So what happened? He makes 50 euros. So this is what I want you to understand in trading. And this is actually where people lose or people gain. Their ability to understand the market, their ability to understand the movements in the market, and their ability to wait, okay, when the market is not being favorable, all right? So this is where the big deal is, yeah? So let me come back to what I've been saying. Online trading is trading in the financial markets via the internet. Trading is buying and selling with the objective or the end of making profit. Now, you lose when you sell lesser than what you bought, and you gain when you sell more than what you bought. And you don't lose and you don't gain until you have sold, all right, until you have disposed of that value that you have in your hands. So when you buy and you keep, you cannot tell me you have lost or you have gained. No, you are just holding on and hoping and believing. Okay, so watch my words. You are hoping, you're believing. Those are factors, okay, that traders trade with. Then you are being patient. Patience is golden. when it comes to trading in the financial markets. Patience is what is golden. Okay, so now when you have all that, okay, when you have all these qualities, then you are ready to trade in the financial markets. Okay, so let's go back to the definition that we're working on. So previously, all trading was held in the exchange building in person or by phone. Now, every deal is concluded with the help of an electronic terminal. Internet trading allows you to make deals on the financial market within seconds or even less. However, one thing still remains the same with pre-online times, that's before the internet times. A private trader still needs a broker in order to trade. A broker provides a trader with a trading terminal, or what I call platform. That's the software that a trader uses to conduct his business. Okay, let me take us back to the days. I know that many of us will remember when you wanted to buy your shares, what did you do? Back then when I was growing up, my uncle who worked in the bank, Wema Bank back then, he was like top. He advised us then that we should buy stocks. So we all, grew up hoping and, we were very eager to buy stocks. I think I started buying stocks at the age of, 8 or 9? Yeah, I started buying stocks to hold. I don't even know where they are now. Okay, David. Oh, thank you. So that will make it. Excuse me. Let me put the screen on slideshow so that yeah, I think it's going to be bolder. Yeah, it's better now. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So we started buying stocks and we were holding. But then if you wanted to buy stocks, you had to go to the bank, okay? You had to get, or to the brokers, you had to get the broker, you had to tell them how much you want to invest. Then you guys will sit down, you look at the prices of different stocks that are available, and then you will choose, okay? You will choose, okay, I need this, I need that. And then the broker will begin to contact the people that had the stocks if it wasn't available, on the floor. So he begin to call his clients. Okay, now I have an order for so number of shares. Are you willing to sell? Now that was how they transacted financial instruments back in the days. Now you had to get a broker because you don't have the stocks. So you had to get a broker. The broker had to contact people that are willing to sell or buy. If you had stocks and you wanted to sell some, maybe you needed money. So they needed to get clients for you and negotiate. And then when the negotiation goes through, then they make the payment and the transaction is made. Now, that process was long, okay? It really put me off. I stopped buying shares, okay? I stopped buying shares after my university days because it was so boring and I didn't have time looking at the back of the newspapers, following the, the prices and all that. So I left all that until I came across Forex, okay, in 2007. And I was like, wow, because when you trade in the financial markets, this online trading, you can actually trade everything. So you're not limited to stocks alone, or we're going to look at all the instruments you can trade. So that's wonderful. And now this is the difference. So this is what I'm trying to explain. Now today, you can actually trade yourself. You can buy and you can sell yourself, okay, online. Okay. Yeah, you can buy and sell online by yourself. Now, you still need a broker. That's what we're talking about. So you still need a broker that will give you the platform, okay, where you can trade. But when it comes to searching for what to buy or who to sell to and all that, everything today is automated. It's automatic. It's in the computer. So, and everything happens within seconds. I mean, microseconds. I'm not saying bam, No. I'm talking about microseconds, which you will see today, okay, or maybe tomorrow. When you place an order now, there is an already buyer or someone that is willing to sell. Okay, so it's that mighty right now. So all those days of calling people to sell and buy is over. Now, in the convenience of your room, on your phone, you can buy and sell, okay, via the internet, okay? But like it's being said here, you still need a broker. So I will tell us very shortly what you need a broker for, okay? So do we all understand now what is online trading? Let me see, yes. Just type yes if you understand what online trading means. You're expecting something bigger than that? No. That is online trading. Okay? It's buying and selling, and that's it. Yeah? So we all understand. Okay, all right. Okay, I see a lot of yeses. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, thank you. That's great. Okay, so now that we understand what online trading is, let's go to the next thing. Like I said, I will repeat that again. I want it to stick in our heads. The method we're going to use is I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. But when I do, I understand. Okay, so you'll be ready to do with me. Okay, now let's look at the trading instruments. I said I was going to tell us what trading instruments are. Okay, now this is one term that maybe many of us have heard before, but we really don't understand what it means. Okay, when you hear trading instruments, what is trading instruments? Trading instruments simply means the things, okay, that you can trade. My voice is low. Wow. Okay, I'll try to speak a bit louder, but honestly, I think, is my voice low for every other person? Is my voice very low? Someone says my voice is low. It's fine. Okay, guys, please, you are making noise from that room. And please, I don't want to interrupt my classes. Please, I beg you. Okay. Okay, so for the person that says my voice is low, if you can use earpiece, it will be wonderful. Okay, just use an earpiece. Just use an earpiece and you'll be able to catch up very well. Okay, please. Thank you. Yeah, just use an earpiece and it will be nice. Yeah. Okay, can we go on? All right, so when you hear about trading instruments, all that we're talking about are the things that you can buy and sell on, I mean, when you have an account with a broker, okay, or that you can buy and sell online. So we have a whole lot of them. Now, let me quickly say this. I don't trade all the instruments. I don't. Definitely, you will not be trading all the instruments. When I say I don't trade all the instruments, it doesn't mean that I've never traded some of them before. I think I've traded almost all of them before, okay, one way or the other. Now, the good thing is these days, you can actually have all the instruments on the same platform. Like the same broker can make all these instruments available to you, right? So it's not as though if you want to trade stocks, you have to get another broker for cryptocurrency, another broker. No. So I'm going to show you in a while in this training that you can actually trade all the instruments on the same platform, like from the same broker. All right, so what instruments do we trade? We trade stocks. I think all of us know about stocks, yeah? What are the two major stock exchanges that we have in Spain? Who can tell me? I just want to test our knowledge about some of these things, okay? What are they called? The two major stock exchange instruments that we have in Spain. Who knows that? Maybe you listen to it on news or you read it in newspaper. Anybody? Because possibly you've been seeing it, but you don't know what it means, okay? All right, if we don't know, it's called money. No. It's called the IBEX Grande and the IBEX Pequeño. So you have the IBEX 35, thank you, Sonny, and what's the second one? The IBEX 35, and I think the IBEX, I can't remember the number for the bigger one now. Yeah, so I think the IBEX and the IBEX 35, something like that. Now, that is what they call, their stock exchange. Like Nigeria is the NSE. I think that's just what they call it. Now, in the States, you have lots. I mean, that's the financial capital of the world. So in the United States, you have lots of stocks there. Names, you have the NYSE, you have the FSE, so many of them. Okay. Now, so you have so many of them like that. Now, that's stocks, okay? Now, what I'm saying today is you can actually trade all these stocks online by yourself, not needing to go to banks or anything. You can actually study them, buy them, hold them, and sell them at an instant, okay? At an instant, not looking for buyers or looking for sellers. So these platforms now make it possible for us to buy and sell, at the instant. So stocks, that's what stocks is all about. Then we have cryptocurrencies. Well, not too many people know much about cryptocurrencies. I personally, I still don't know much about cryptocurrency. I know it's digital money. Okay, everybody knows it's digital money. But the truth is, it is still not totally well defined. Okay, the possibilities and the concept. I know that cryptocurrency, the person that actually designed cryptocurrency, they designed it to take away, physical money. They want everything to become electronic, yeah, and also to use it as a means of transaction for other things, like not just commodities, like buying of lands, securing wills. Okay, maybe you write your will and all that. They want to use it like some kind of financial security too. So that's why I said it is still yet not well defined. Okay, because presently now, what do we do with cryptocurrencies? We just buy it for value and resell. Some stores now accept it, okay, for payment. Okay, I think I've done a little bit of exchange with some of my partners. I've exchanged cryptocurrencies for dollars recently, last year. And I sold the cryptos back and got my money back. I mean, it was a trade for me, but it wasn't on the platform. It was physically. Okay, so a friend of mine transferred some cryptos to me, and I gave him some dollars. I think I paid him about $198. I got some crypto value for that in my crypto account. So I have a separate account for cryptos. So when crypto went up, then I think cryptos were about 7,000 plus, for one crypto to a dollar. It's about 7,000. And crypto just shot up at a point, I think this year, and went up to about 11,000 or thereabout. So my 280 or 290 just went up to about 320 or 340, no, about 340. It was almost double. He went from 7,000 to about 12,000. Yes. So, it was huge. And immediately I exchanged the cryptos for dollars. So I got my 300 and I think I got about $340, no, $360 back. So I just transferred that to my account. So within few months, I was able to make money, okay, doing that. So we use cryptocurrency for that also. You can buy, hold, and sell just to get profit. But all that you will still be able to do on your Forex platform. Okay, so I will show you that. I still traded cryptos last week. For those of us that follow that, crypto went from like I think 8,000 to about 10,000 just within last week. So I traded cryptos last week, and it was a big deal. All right. So we trade cryptocurrencies too. It's not only Bitcoin that is cryptocurrency. There are hundreds of them. I think there are about 1,000 plus now registered cryptocurrencies around the world. So cryptocurrency is another thing we trade. Then the major one we really trade are currencies, and that's what we call Forex, foreign exchange. So you buy dollars, exchange it for euros. You buy euros, exchange it for pounds and stuff like that. So that is basically what I will be teaching us the most, because that is where a lot of money is. Okay. Now you can also trade metals. When I show us my account now, I think I still have I'm about to place an order on gold. Okay, so you can trade metals. The major metals that we trade is gold and silver. Okay, we trade gold and silver. So you can buy gold. Now it's not going to be physical gold. So it's not like you buy gold and then Amazon brings it to your post office and then you collect gold and you see gold. No, that's not what I'm talking. All these things I'm talking is about value, like I explained earlier. So you just place an order, its value, and then when it rises, you sell the order and you make money. So you're not going to see all these things physically. So it's not like you buy cryptos and then they bring a Bitcoin, a real coin to your house. No, that's not what we're talking about. So it's all about value, all right? It's all about value. So everything is exchange of value, okay? I hope we understand that. It's exchange of values. All right, so we have currencies and then we have metals, like I said, gold and silver. Some trade copper, but those metals don't actually have much value and their prices don't fluctuate so much now, because you make a whole lot of money when there is, fluidity in the market. Okay, I would explain that to us also. Now, we have metals, then we have indices. Now, indices are quite different from stocks, yeah? I need to explain that. Indices are the ones I said earlier, like IBEX 3, 5, NYSE, FSE, I don't know what they call it in Britain, the British stocks. All that are indices, all right? Like, you can trade all that because they are valued, okay? They have their values. Like the whole Nigerian stock exchange has a value, okay? We call it the liquidity. So it has its liquidity. That value is what they actually trade as indices, okay? So the value goes up and down, and that is what moves, the economies. So when you hear that US stocks is falling, maybe the economy is crashing and the US stocks is falling, they are not talking about Microsoft shares. Or no, that's not what they are talking about. They are talking about the whole thing together, rising and falling. Okay, like the economy. That's the economy, because it's the indices of countries that actually represent their economies. Okay, so that's what they're talking together. Now, like this IBEX 35. What it really means is that 35 means the number of companies, okay, that make up that indices, okay, in that index. So you have some that are like 100, like is it NST 100 and all that. So you have all these numbers. When you see those numbers, when you are looking at stock exchange and you see those numbers, just know at the back of your mind that it's the number of companies, okay, that are represented, number of shares, companies that have shares that are represented in those indices. All right, so that's the difference between indices and stocks. Stocks are company shares, like the stocks for Amazon, the stock for Microsoft, the stock for Mercadona, all the companies that are listed, okay, in the stock exchange markets, those are stocks. So each company, they also rise and fall. Presently, Amazon stock is just jumping high because of the coronavirus. Everybody's buying online and all that. So they're making a whole lot of profits and their stock is rising. The stocks, for example, for real estate right now is dropping. Why? Because no one is buying. We're not thinking about buying properties right now. Everyone is talking about food. So you see that stocks for Nestle and stuff like that will be rising. Stocks for real estate will be dropping, those companies. Banks, their stocks right now are dropping because they're not making money. Nobody's taking loans. Okay, businesses are shutting down. No one is taking loans. They're not making profit. Okay, so that's the thing. So I hope we understand the difference between stocks and indices now, right? Indices is a collection of different stocks of different companies and the value for the economy, while stocks are the price, the value for individual companies, okay? All right, so you can trade all that. The other one is agriculture. I really don't trade that. I don't think I've ever traded that before, but also all these you can trade on the platform. like the price of maize, the price of beans, the price of soya beans, the price of cocoa, the price of coffee. All these stuff, they actually have value, okay, in the international market. They are also exchanged for money. So anything that has value that can be exchanged for money can be traded, okay, on the in the financial markets. Yeah, so that's agriculture. Then we have the oil and gas, the big oil and gas. Presently, I don't know if you notice, the price of oil is shooting up like crazy. I don't know why. I mean, that's contrary to what we expect. We expect that the price of oil should be dropping because of the coronavirus when it hit and companies stopped and economies stopped. You notice that the price of oil actually fell to its highest low. I said highest low, to its lowest low. Okay, so what caused that? There was no demand. So when there is no demand, prices fall, right? Now, so we also trade oil and gas, okay, in the financial markets. I will show us that also. Then we can do exchange traded funds, that's ETFs. Nah, I don't really do that. ETFs are like trading, for example, a particular indices against a currency, okay? I don't trade that. So what I don't trade, I won't teach you. But that's what it means. Okay, you exchange indices with currency, trade it against currency. So just leave that. Okay, I've told you from the beginning what I don't know about, I will not teach you. I can explain it what it means, but I don't trade it, so I'm not going there. Okay, so I just put it there for you to know because you might see it, ETD, what is ETF, what is CFD, so that you just know what it means. Okay, and that's it. So far, are we getting something? Have we gotten one knowledge or the other? Can I see yes, 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 or no? Are we learning something? I'm waiting to see our replies so that we move to the next thing. Yes, yes, see. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, thank you. I'm so impressed. Wow. Okay, what's the time? Geez, it's already 9. Wow. Okay, you know what? I'm going to cut down on so many things, but I won't rush too much. Let's go to the next thing. All right, so how does this work? Now, like I said, I want to cut off a lot of things, okay? Definitions and all that. So let's go straight to how it works. Now, how does this work? Let me see. I think I will be reading from my phone too, because my screen is kind of loaded with all kinds of the charts and all that. All right, so this is how it works, okay? Please, let me just make it as simple as possible and take my word for it, okay? You might think it's too simple the way I would say, but that's it. It's that simple. How does this work? Now, a trader, which is you and I, opens an account with a broker, yeah? A trader opens an account with a broker. Then the trader transfers funds from his bank, that's his commercial bank, his local bank account, into the account on the broker's platform. Okay? Now, after you've done that, then the trader makes an order. You make an order, and then after making the order, you wait. That's very important. Okay? If you're writing, you can underline that. That's extremely important. Like, that's the greatest virtue you will need to trade online. You wait. Patience. Endurance. That you cannot do without. All right? So the trader makes an order and waits for the order to become profitable. Now, when the order becomes profitable, the trader closes the order on the platform and takes his or her profit. Of course, when you close it, the profit goes into your account. And then you will withdraw the profit that's from that platform into your bank account. That's how it works. So you are a trader. You open an account with a broker, right? The broker gives you a platform where you can trade. That's the instrument, your gadgets to trade. And then you take your card like this, This is my credit card. Yeah. You take your credit card. You transfer money. There is money in my bank account. I use Bankia, right? So there is money in my Bankia account. I transfer money with my credit card into that bank account. And then, into that account with the broker, that account I open with the broker, and then I start to trade. I place an order, I wait. When I get profit, I take it and all that. Now, when I have enough profit and I need money, I take that money from that platform and transfer it back into my local bank account. And I go to the bank, boom, boom, take my money and I spend it. Do we all understand that? Can I see yes? Do we all understand that? How it works? Yes, okay. No. Yes, yes. No. Somebody says no. Okay. No, sure. Because I've seen one no, I will repeat it again. Okay. Now, this is how it works. All right. You have a local bank account. Yeah. Maybe you are in Nigeria, for example. Let's use First Bank. You have an account with First Bank and you have money in it. Okay. Now you want to become a trader. So the first thing you will do is you will open an account. You will look for a broker, which I will explain now. You will look for a broker and you will open an account with the broker. Okay, that you register with the broker. You register with the broker. They give you an account. They set you up. They give you a software. You download that software onto your computer, to be monitoring the prices, to place your order, to buy. So they will do that for you. Now, after you've done that, then you will transfer money. Maybe you want to start with, let's say, 1,000 euros. Okay, that's 400,000 naira. Then you will transfer money from that your First Bank into the account that the broker opened for you. Okay, so you have that 1,000 in the broker's account, in that account. Okay, it's your money, it's your account. It's just that it's no more in your bank, it's now on the platform. And then you start placing your order. Oh, I want to buy gold. Okay, you buy gold. I want to buy oil. You buy oil. Oh, I want to buy gas. Oh, I want to sell cryptos. You sell. You place all those orders. Remember, like I said, you have not lost and you have not gained until you close those orders. So you place those orders and then you start waiting. And then maybe one day, those orders become green. When you say green, you should be happy, right? Green means profit. Then you see that all those orders you placed are making profit, and then you boom, sell them, boom, 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 boom. You close those 4 orders. Now you have made 150 euros. So that 150 euros is still in that broker's account that you have. So your balance now is what? 1,150 euros. Now you want to withdraw that 150 euros because you need to buy some groceries next week. Now, so you will now do what we call transfer. So you will now transfer 150 euros or everything, if you don't want to trade anymore, to your First Bank account. You transfer it back to your First Bank account. That's 150, and then you can withdraw that and spend it. Okay? So do we understand now how it works? Yes? Yes? Okay, those that said no before, do you understand now, Madam Rose? Do you understand now, and Victoria? Yeah? Okay, thank you. It's that simple, and I want you to take it that way, okay? Don't think it's more difficult than that. No, it's that simple, and that is it. Every other thing we're going to be learning in the next 4 days is how do I open that broker's account? How do I put money from my bank into that? Then all these, I'll place order, I'll buy this, I'll sell. How do I do that? What can I buy? What can I sell? When can I buy? When can I sell? That's all we're going to learn in the next 4 days, okay? Because once you know that, then there is nothing stopping you. You start trading, all right? All right, so yes, that's how it works. Now, I don't know if anybody is going to be asking that, but let me answer a question that I'm asking myself. Is it legal to trade in the financial markets? Is it legal? How legal is it? because this Shola guy with all these beds, all these bed gangs and all, maybe he's a 419 person, maybe he's a crook, he's a thief. All right. So first of all, if it's not legal, I won't be talking about it here openly. It is very legal. Yeah. It's one of the investments that you can do that is not taxable. Okay, it's not taxable. The government cannot tax you because while you're trading, before you get those, yeah, thank you. Do we need to pay tax on it? Before you withdraw your funds and all that, they would have taxed everything. Okay, they would have removed the taxes, they would have removed the commissions and all that. So every profit you make is yours and yours to keep. I've been trading in Spain now for in the last is it 12 years or 13 years, and I've never paid tax, extra tax for that. And you don't need any license to trade. Now, watch it. When you begin to trade for the first time, your bank might call you and ask you, hey, what are you doing? Because we saw some movements from your account. What are you doing? You tell them, well, I started trading online. The only thing they can do is to try to advise you to be careful. They will try to advise you and tell you that, hey, be careful because you can lose all your money. All right? It's like someone that wants to go into betting. The government cannot tell you not to bet and place bets on football or whatever you bet on. But they will warn you, like, it's dangerous. You can lose all your money. So that's the only thing. Apart from that, it is 100% legal. You are free to do it, and it is not going to be taxed. Okay? So no one is going to tax you for trading Forex. And when the money comes into your account, yes, if you are making a whole lot of profit, I think, like Aisha, they've called me many times to ask me, what are you doing? We see lots of money coming into your account. There was a year, like I was making like 7,000, like money was just come boom, 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 boom. And they were like, okay, what's happening? I just told them, no, I'm trading Forex. I showed the guy on my phone, okay, just that. They just want to be sure what you're doing. So it's something you can defend, and they will not tell you to come and pay tax on it because they have already taken a lot of tax from the brokers. So the brokers have done all that. They've paid your tax. They've done everything that they need to do. So it's 100% legal, and you don't need any license or anybody's permission to trade. Okay. Now, I don't know if anybody has a question, please, you can ask. Now, the last thing I want us to talk about, and then we will do a little bit of practice if we can. Let me see, what time is it? Okay, it's 9. Okay, I'm going to teach us again for the next 25 minutes. So, yeah, the brokers. No, the players, okay? So I like to use the word players. And when people ask me, why are you using the word players? I simply tell them that I take Forex like a game where you lose sometimes and you win sometimes. But what makes you a professional is that you try to win more times than you lose, okay? How many people are, can you use any other transfer method other than debit card, e.g. PayPal? Yes. You can use other transfer methods. You can use PayPal. You can do direct bank transfer. It depends on the broker, okay? Some, they don't allow PayPal. I think my broker now, they stopped using PayPal. They used to allow PayPal. I used to use PayPal with them before, but now they removed PayPal. It's just bank cards and the bank transfer. That's the one they accept now. Well, but there are so many other brokers that allow PayPal. The truth is, you can actually, when you use PayPal, you can use your credit card through PayPal. So yes, you can use, there are so many other methods of transfer. You don't decide that, the brokers will decide that. But a good broker, this is one thing I want to talk about, will allow you to, will give you so many more options than just one option to make your transfers and to receive your money back. Be careful, because as I'm training, when questions come like this, I'll mention a whole lot of things. This is very important. When you use a particular method, to put money into your platform, you must use exactly the same method, first of all, to withdraw money back. Now, I will tell you why all these happen. I mean, that is in Spain. If you're trading in Nigeria, it might be different. If you're trading in the UK, it might be different. But I think generally in Europe, the method you use to put money on your platform is the same method they will want you, I mean, you must use to take money out for your first transaction. And you will not be allowed to take out more than what you have invested in your first transaction. Okay, now let me explain that. For example, you open an account now, okay, and you make a deposit of 1,000 euros using your credit card or debit card. Now, you use 1,000 euro, you deposited 1,000 euros with your credit card, and you start to trade. Maybe after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you really don't need the money. It's like a passive income. Well, let me not lie to you. In 3 months, maybe 1,000 euros can become, let's say, 5,000 euros. It's possible. Or, I mean, let's be normal. Let's say 2,000 euros or 3,000 euros. Most possibly, let's say 3,000 euros. Now, 1,000 euros becomes 3,000 euros. Now you need money. You need to pay urgently 1,005 euros to someone. Now, remember, when you made your deposit, it was 1,000 euros with your credit card. Now, the European law, the European financial regulations says now that you must, first of all, withdraw 1,000 euros with your card, the same card first. So if you say you want to make a withdrawal of 1,005 and the method of withdrawal you choose is a bank transfer, they will tell you no, that they cannot do that, that you can only withdraw with your credit card and up to 1,000 euros first. So they will first of all make a withdrawal of 1,000 with your credit card, and after that, you can now choose any other method, maybe bank transfer or the same credit card, to withdraw the remaining 500. I hope we understand that, okay? Because these are some of the things that maybe I don't explain, and then you go like, oh, how did this happen? Those are some of the tiny things that people don't understand, okay? So it's an European law. Why? Because they're trying to guide against money laundering. They're trying to guide against people losing money. Because when people first of all learned about Forex and trading online, a whole lot of people just put in their pension, all their money into it, and they started losing a whole lot of money because they don't have experience and people are losing money. So the government started coming up with a whole lot of things. When we get to the platform, I'll tell you something about leverage too. There's something we call leverage, which I will teach us. They reduce the leverage also for Europeans. So there is a maximum leverage you can use, except you have a certain level of experience, okay? Like me now, I have more than 10 years experience. I have a better leverage than other people. So for you that will be starting, you can't start on the same leverage with me. The maximum leverage you can have maybe is 1 to 30. Yeah, that's the European law. It's different in Canada. It's different in the States. It's different all around the world, okay? So I hope I'm not speaking jargons already. Okay, so now let me explain this again. Someone says you don't understand. When you make your first deposit, okay, whatever the amount is, for you to make a withdrawal, okay, a withdrawal of your gains, okay, your profit, you must, first of all, use the same method in which you deposited the money to make the first withdrawal. After you have done that, maybe the first deposit was 1,000 and you want to withdraw 3,000 now. You cannot withdraw 3,000 at the same time using another method. No, you must first of all withdraw 1,000 with that same method, whether bank transfer or credit card or PayPal. You must withdraw 1,000 first with that. Then the remaining, it could be the same day. It's not like maybe after some days. No. Then immediately you can choose another option, okay, to withdraw the remaining. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It's just a stupid law. Don't bother yourself about that. When you make profit first, okay? I think you should be concerned about making profit first, okay? So when you make your profit first, then we talk about that later, okay? But just note that, I mean, in case that is happening to you. So if one decides to withdraw all the money after the first transaction because the person don't want to continue the trading, is it possible? Yes, you can withdraw your money anytime without any queries. You can withdraw all your money because you want to continue. You can withdraw part of it. You can add to it. It's your money. It's just that money you put on the platform. It's just like you create a wallet, like PayPal. Sometimes I don't want money to be in my account. I put it on PayPal. I keep it there. It's like a wallet. It's just like you put money in a wallet. Okay, you keep it here. You don't want it again. Okay, you take it out. You put it in your bank. You take it or you put it in your pocket. That's what it's just. I mean, that's what it means. Okay, so like I said, I'll make it so simple. So that's what it means. All right. Just hold on with your questions first. I will still give us time to ask questions. But let's look at the players. Okay, I think we look at the players. I'll show us what the platform looks like, and then tomorrow we will start to create our own accounts. I don't think we'll be able to do that today. Tomorrow we just start creating our own accounts and we start learning about trading. All right, but we need to understand the players, okay? Because this is very important. Because if you don't know who you're playing with, it's very possible that, I mean, you need to know the rules of the game, okay? So what makes what makes the market move up and down? Who controls that? Let me give you a very funny experience, okay? And you can laugh if you want. Yes. Thank you very much, Godi. That's exactly when you buy something in the store and you want a refund. They will tell you that they can only put your money back in the same with the same method with which you made the payment. Exactly. Thank you. You see, you're a better teacher. Thank you very much. That was awesome. All right. So now let's know who plays in this. Who are we dealing with? Okay, when we trade in the financial markets, who are we dealing with? Number one, the brokers. Okay, so I've talked about the brokers. The brokers are the people. They are the companies that provide us with the platforms. I call them platforms or the softwares with which we can trade. Okay, so that you need a broker. You cannot trade, I mean, just by yourself. I mean, you need a broker. So you need a platform. So those are the brokers. That's their own duty. They take commission on every order that you place. When you make profit, they make profit. And of course, when you lose all your money, maybe a day comes and you lose all your money, they take all your money, okay? But they are the ones that will provide you with the software. They are the ones that will make it work for you, okay, by helping you to get your funds to the software, and then you can trade, okay, on that platform. So that's basically what they do, okay. There are so many other things definitely that they will provide. Yeah, they will provide you with the software. They will provide you with some other instruments, okay, like, you know, for analysis, okay. They'll provide you with some instruments for analysis and all that. Someone is having trouble with the audio. I don't know. Okay, that's why I actually said people should come online on Saturday. We could have sorted all that out. Okay. All right. So let me continue. So we need. I mean, that's one of the that's one of the players, the brokers. Okay. So do we all understand who the brokers are? If you understand, just say yes, please. Do you understand who the brokers are now? Yes? Okay. Yes. Anybody that doesn't understand who the brokers are? Yes. Okay. Perfect. It looks like everybody understands who the brokers are. Okay. Now, if we understand who the brokers are, then let's move a step forward. Then, apart from the brokers, we have the commercial banks. Yeah. Now, what is the duty of the commercial banks? Like I said, you cannot transfer money without the commercial banks. That's where you have your money. Am I correct? Yeah. So that's where you have your money. So the commercial banks, they are players in that realm. Okay. They are the ones that hold your money. You can transfer money from them to the platform. And of course, to receive money also, you need the commercial banks. There is still no way to trade without them. For the platforms that allow PayPal, you can actually do all your transactions on PayPal. Maybe you don't even use commercial banks, you only use PayPal to make payments, you buy things online, you only use PayPal. You don't use physical money, you don't use bank. Well, maybe you can trade. But most of the brokers will require that you have a physical bank. That's a commercial bank, like Acacia, First Bank, Zenith Bank, Barclays. Those are commercial banks, okay? So that's one of the things, okay? That's one of the roles the commercial banks play in when you trade online. Now, another role of the commercial banks is they are also big-time traders, yeah? Okay, let me be sincere with us, okay? Let me see if I can get some statistics here. Now, if you ask me how big is the financial market, like Forex market, for example, how big is the Forex market? I think Forex market is about, the liquidity is about, I mean, globally, it's about $6 trillion. That's how much is being traded on the Forex market. Now, I don't mean in a month. I mean in a day. About $6 trillion. $6 trillion. Trillion with a T. That's how much money is moving every day. While some of you are sleeping, some of you are watching YouTube games, some of you are playing games, some of you are there. People all around the world, banks, mutual funds, edge traders, they are trading $6 trillion over your head. Okay? Now, you should be taking some part of that money. That was actually what pushed me to start trading online. When I saw the liquidity of Forex market, I said to myself, okay, of all these, back then it was about 2 trillion. I said to myself, I said, if 2 trillion is being transferred from one person to the other every day in my lifetime, how much of it is coming into my account? I mean, I was like, no, I need to tap into this. This is a big river, okay? And I started tapping into it. So you are not a major player, okay? Sorry to say that. For individuals or private investors like us, the total amount we trade in a day is just about $22 billion. Just about $22 billion. So it's like 1/300 of the amount of money that is being traded all over the world. That's what we trade, okay? That's our own contribution to the Forex market, okay? So what does that mean? Who are the big players? The commercial banks. That's what they do, okay? All the money you keep with them, all the savings that you save with them, in Nigeria, I think they give you some profits at the end of the month, maybe 1% or 0.3% or something like that. What do they do with your money? They trade in the financial markets, okay? So that's what they do with your money. So these are heavy traders. They trade in billions and millions of dollars. And that's how they lose also. And that's where the profit comes for you. Because if a bank is losing, for example, they go like, oh, the market closed so badly for us today, we lost. They are not talking about $10,000 or $100,000. Possibly we lost might mean $10 million. So you can imagine like 1,000 banks all around the world losing $10 million. Okay, where is all that money going to? Because in Forex, when some are losing, some are gaining. So if they are losing $10 million and I am gaining, then I should gain, even if it's $100 from me. Okay, that's what we share amongst ourselves. And when we lose, well, the little we lose 10 euros, we lose 20 euros, is what makes up their own wealth also. All right, so that's how it works with them. So, but that's the role of the commercial banks. So they help you to manage your funds in transferring your funds. And of course, they are big time traders also. Then we have the central banks and the government. Now, what is the role of the central banks and the government? They decide the rates. It's the central banks of each country that decide the rate, the value of their currency. So the Central Bank of Nigeria, the governor can wake up tomorrow, talk to the president and go like, we need to devalue the naira Why? Because we need to buy something abroad. Okay, so we need to have, we need to devalue the naira. They decide these things when you are sleeping. They decide the value. They decide when it's going to go up, when it's going to come down. Now, not thinking about you, but thinking about their economy, thinking about the war they want to fight, thinking about the transactions they want to make. So you might really not know when they do it, but that's what they do. So then the government policies decide, okay, what happens in the financial markets, whether it's going to go up, whether it's going to come down. If Trump decides tomorrow that he's going to go to war against, for example, let's say, which country has a lot of oil? Let's say Qatar. Okay, he wants to go to war against Qatar or Iran, and they have oil. Okay, now the first thing Iran is going to do is they stop selling oil to the US. Okay, so the oil price shoots up, and then they make life difficult for them and stuff like that. Now, all those policies, they're making their policies, but it's affecting the prices, okay? So those are the things that affect prices. So that is the role they play, okay? They actually decide the movement of the money, not deliberately, but by their own actions, okay? By their actions and inactions, okay? So they decide the prices of the financial markets. Then we have the traders. Yeah, like I said, we have the banks, the hedge and mutual funds, investors. We have the private individuals. That's you and I. So we are also players in this game, and we have to play to win. All right. So that's the good news. So you are a player, and yes, we recognize you. All right. So you have to play to win by all means. Okay. So you must learn your trade. You must learn what is happening. You must know what is happening, and make sure you are always winning. That's very important. All right. Now, the last player, I always put this. Many people don't put this, but this is my course. I decide what I put. I put the softwares, the platforms, the robots, the software, okay? It's very important. Why is it very important? Because it might not decide the price, it might not decide anything, but it's your instrument, okay? So I want to take that as a person. I want to take that as something that decides certain things also, okay? So it's very important that you take that as a player when you're trading in the financial market. So it's very important. You have to be sure of the software you're using. You have to be sure of the tools, okay, and instruments of analysis, okay, that you're going to be using. And those are the things you have to look out for when you choosing a broker. Yeah, number 4. Someone said I should repeat number 4. Number 4 are the traders, okay, the traders. And that includes the banks, like I said, the commercial banks, they trade, they are traders, the hedge funds, the mutual funds, those are investors, people that take people's money and invest for them, like Warren Buffett, okay? Warren Buffett is one of the top investors in the world. I think he's the greatest investor in the world. He used to be number 2 in the world before. I don't know, maybe he's number 6 or 8 now. Warren Buffett, someone like that, that's what his company does. They invest for people. They are hedge funds and mutual funds investors. They are also traders and also private individuals like you and I. So we are also traders. So that's number 4, the traders. Okay, those are the major big players too. And the last one, like I said, the softwares or the platforms. Okay, so that's where the instruments that we use. Okay, our equipment, our gadgets. I count them as players in the financial market, because without them, honestly speaking, we cannot trade. And if you have a bad one, you might have a bad trade. Okay, so it's very important. Now, yes, I think I'm going to stop here right now. We have 4 minutes to go. In 4 minutes, I just want to show us, maybe in picture, all these things I've talked about. I don't know how possible that would be, but let me show us, for example. Okay, let me show us, for example. Yeah, if anybody has questions now, you can begin to type your questions, okay? So you can begin to type your questions. So I'll begin to take some questions. That will be very important so that all the questions will not come jammed together. Yeah. Okay. So, but while you're doing that, okay, what is the minimum amount to trade? That's the first question. All right, I think I'll just answer questions now from now, and then let's see what happens. The minimum amount to trade depends on your broker, okay? There are some brokers that will allow you to trade with even 100 euros. There are some that will tell you that minimum that you can start with is 500 euros. There are some that will tell you 1,000 euros. It depends on the broker. Personally, like my broker, which is FX Pro, okay, I use FX Pro, and I'll tell you why. They can allow you to trade with even 100 euros, okay? But if you ask me as, you see, I'm smiling, as a professional, should you start with 100 euros? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think you can start with 100 euros, for example, but the likelihood that you're going to lose it fast is very high because we are greedy beings. Yeah, human beings are very greedy. That's our nature. Okay, we are very greedy. Someone that puts in 100 euros at the end of the month would expect to make 150 or will expect to make 80 euros or 90 euros. But if you really follow my teachings or you trade as I trade, if you invest 100 euros at the end of the month, you shouldn't expect anything more than 20 euros. And then you go like, oh, but it's too small. But for heaven's sake, where would you put 100 euros and make 100 euros back if it's not a 419 scheme? Okay, but you won't see it like that anymore. You see like, wow, I'm here to make money, but how much are you investing? Now, because of that greed, you will want to place the same orders like me, who has 1,000 euros in my account. And when you place the same volume as I'm placing, then you're ready to lose your account and you will lose money. So when people ask me this question, what is the minimum amount to trade? If you're starting for the first time, like you do this 1 week training and you want to start making money and you don't want to lose all that money, of course, please don't go start trading real money without more training or practice, without proper practice. And I will advise you, okay, I will still say this on Friday for those that will wait till the end. I will still advise you to trade with me, for example, for a while. Okay, let me trade with you. Let me teach you more. Now, okay, let me teach you what I do. Let's practice together. That's what I mean. If you practice with me, you understand the tricks, how to place orders and all that, then I will tell you when you can trade on your own. Okay, because I don't want you to lose money. I've shared my experience with you. The first money I put into Forex, that was when I was in Nigeria, was 250,000 naira. I lost it in 3 days. Everything else went boom. My eyes opened. I was like, whoa. So I thought I was going to be making a whole lot of money. Do I still lose money? Of course, yes. I still lost money last month. Okay, so you will always lose money. But do I gain more than I lose? Yes. Now, yes. But in the beginning, when I started trading, no, I used to lose a lot. My wife it got to a point my wife was tired because every money I had, I kept putting in Forex and I was losing. And she was like, maybe this is not for you. I said, no, I know it is for me. It's just that I need to learn more. Now, why did I keep losing? Because I traded on my own. I didn't have a mentor. I wasn't copying anybody. I was building my own strategies. Now, it's different from someone that has a mentor, someone that they tell you, okay, do this, and you do it. And then you ask questions. Why did I have to do it like that? And they tell you, this is why you have to do it like that. This is why you have to do this. And then you keep making money as long as you don't go against what that person is saying. So you lose when I lose, okay? And I don't lose often anymore. Okay, I don't lose money anymore. Even if I would lose, I would have made my money, like my capital back with interest if I would lose. So that's the difference. So if you ask me genuinely, without mentoring, without trading with anybody, without guidance, how much should I start with? Don't start with anything less than 500 euros. Nothing less than 500 euros, please. If you're starting with like 200 euros, okay, on your own, but if you are like the brother of Jesus, like you're so disciplined, you're like, like terrible melancholy, so disciplined, like you don't change your rules, you don't bend your rules, you are like this. But there is no man like that, no man on the surface of the earth like that. All right, so there is every possibility that you might lose your money if you're trading alone and you're starting with such a small amount. And you will understand all this when we start learning. Okay, so yeah, I think I answered that question. What's the minimum? There is no minimum. Well, of course, minimum is 100, but how would you scale the risk involved? The risk. I think it's just like what I said. I mean, the risk involved 1 to 10. Okay, I think how do I say this? The risk can be 1 and the risk can be 10. That's the truth. But let's compare it. Okay, let's compare the risk in Forex to the risk in trading bananas. Yes, if the risk in trading bananas is 1.5, the risk in Forex is 9.5. Okay, now that scares you. All right, so that, I mean, if the risk in trading bananas and trading beans or gari or flour in the market is 10%, the risk in trading Forex can be as high as 95%. Now, but what does that mean to you? I don't know if you know a little bit about economics. The higher the risk, the higher the profit. So that's why I said I can't really tell you how risky it is. It's life. If you don't want to risk in Forex, that's what I'm telling you. You can put 1,000 euros and you will never lose it. Never, ever. You might be losing a bit, like 1 euro, 2 euro. But when you gain, you can gain 10 euro, 20 euros. Now, it's going to be a very high risk if you put 1,000 euros and you start trading by yourself without any experience. You just took this training and you start trading by yourself. You don't even call me up. You don't even send me a message. You're not getting any guidance. You are risking everything. That risk is like 900%. But if you put 1,000 euros and I'm guiding you and I tell you, don't place that order. Every order you want to place, you tell me about it. We discuss it together. Then the risk is as good as selling bananas. I don't know if you understand that. So it's all about you. It's about your greed. It's about your self-control. That's what it's all about. Okay, so the risk is high if you play it high. But of course, when you risk it high, then it means that you're looking for big profit. I told you, for those that joined on Saturday, I told you about a friend of mine in Canada. I don't know if he's here today. In Canada, the first investment he made in Forex was 20,000 Canadian dollars. 20,000 Canadian dollars. And then in 1 month, the first month, he told me he got $6,000. The second month, he got $17,000 with 20,000. And I was like, are you crazy? How did you do that? He said, I was risking everything. And the third month, he lost everything. And the first question I asked him was, what was your leverage? He said 1 to 500. I was like, I said, I've been trading for 13 years. I have never used that leverage. He said, well, yeah, because I was looking for high gains. I said, yeah, and then you saw the high risk. So that's how Forex is. If I have 20,000, what? $20,000? Jeez, I just put myself like, I'll just give a target. Once I make 10%, I'm okay. 10% is more than my salary in Spain. And 10% you can make without sweat in a whole month. $20,000. And after $20,000, the next amount you put was $30,000. 30,000. So, and I asked him, what was your expectation? He said he wanted to be like a millionaire. Okay, so that's what kills people. There is nothing that kills people in Forex than their greed. Okay, it's the greed that will kill you, and it's the greed that will also make you. But discipline is what will keep you. Okay, you have to be disciplined. All right. All right. So I once tried trading on my own without understanding the way to operate, and I definitely lost everything in one day. Okay. Okay, not much. 150 euros. That was not much. Okay. Do you have a precise trading plan which you stick to? Yes, I have a very, 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 very funny, but a good trading plan that works for me. And that's what I'll teach us, okay, from tomorrow. Well, maybe not tomorrow, maybe next tomorrow. I want to see the possibility of downloading the platform tomorrow. I will fund an account, okay, with real money. And then I will open another account that will be a demo account, and we'll start trading, okay, because that's how you learn. You learn when we do. So yes, I have my own trading plan. You can't find it in the books. You can't Google it. It's mine. It's okay. I'll call it Akinshola strategy. It's going to be crazy to you. It's going to sound very crazy, but it works. Okay, it works. Yeah. Okay. Anybody with any other question? Let me see if I can open my platform. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can open that for us just to see what the platform looks like. This account I'm going to show you is not a real account, it's a demo account. I'll tell you what a demo account is in the short while. Okay. Please, I'm waiting for questions. Now, that's what we did. In the next 20 minutes, we'll be taking questions because this is all we're going to do tonight. I don't know if we gained anything. Yes, putting in 1,000 euros in the business. The way you even called it business now scared me. Like, it's not a business, it's an investment. Okay. Okay. Putting in 1,000 euros in the business. How much profit should I be expecting in a month? From who? That's my question. How much profit from who? Is it from the government or from who? From who? It's from you. You will set your profit. Okay, you will set it. You will set your target. Yeah, but like someone asked me, my own strategy. My strategy is not setting targets. My strategy is playing it safe. Okay, I play it safe. But personally, the target I set for myself in a month is between 40 and 50%. My strategy is very crazy, but it works. It works all the time. The account I will show you now, I started this account this month. Okay, it's unfortunate that I thought this training was going to come earlier. I started this account this month. It's a demo account, please. It's not real money. If this was real money, coronavirus we don't finish with that. This is not real money, but we will. I'll put a little money aside. We will do real money tomorrow. Okay, but this is a demo account. Let me show you the demo account. So that for those that are asking, and well, good question, 1,000 euros. I actually started this account with 1,000 euros on the 1st of May, okay? I started with 1,000 euros, and this is what I have now. Let me share. Where is it? Okay, share screen. Now, okay, can we see that? Can you see that now? All right, so if you just look at my cursor, you see where my cursor is. You see they wrote it there, demo. So like I said, it's not a real account. I'll show you a real account tomorrow when I put money in. But this is a demo account, okay? Look at it. It's the presently now it has 1,518 in it. Okay. Now this is a demo account which I opened on the 1st of May, right? So if it was real money, as I'm speaking to you right now, if you look down here, yeah, if you look down here, you'll see that the balance is 1,518 euros. And I've placed some orders, okay? I've placed some orders, and those orders are green. One is green, one is red, yeah? You can see that the green one is already like 96.56 euros, yeah? So Now, what that means is if I close all these orders that I place right now, look at the equity. That's the equity. The equity means what everything will be if I close all the order. The equity right now is 1,600 euros. And today is 18th of May. All right, 18th of May. So it means that if this was my real account, this month alone, I mean, as I'm speaking to you right now, I've made 60% profit. I've made 60% profit, and that's it. So I didn't set a target like, oh, after 10%, I'm not trading again. No, I have my target in my mind, but much more than target, I stick to my plan. So my plan, sometimes, most times, I will not lie to you. I mean, from my experience, most times, what I make in a month is between the range of 40 to 60%. I don't think I make less than 40%, but sometimes I make 100%. Okay, sometimes I make 80%. But the funny thing about Forex is this month you may make 40%. The next month you may make 30 or 35 or 25. So it depends on the fluidity of the market. Now, right now with this coronavirus, prices are jumping up and down. It rises, it falls. This is the best time to trade. A lot of people say, oh, this is not the time to trade. It depends on your method. The market is not sleeping. People are trading heavily. Okay, people are trading heavily. Stocks are dropping. Currencies are devaluing. And this is a good time to trade. Okay, now, so if you have a good strategy and you know how to trade, you will make a lot of money. Okay, someone is putting. I hope maybe it's David. David is joining on my screen again. All right, now, but it's all right. Now, if you look at what he drew, okay, on that screen right there, you see how the thing is going up and down, and that means money. That is money. Okay, when it's going up and down, that is money. Okay, so if you invest 1,000, you set your target. Depending on your strategy, depending on your mindset, depending on your level of greediness. If you are very greedy, but you have a very good strategy, you can make it 100%, you can make 80%. But if you are the quiet type, the reserve type, the one that doesn't like risk at all, you can still make 10%, 20%. It's still possible. If you follow my trade, I mean, you copy my trade, then you can make 40%, 50%, minimum 30%. Yeah, like that. Okay, Mrs. Buki is raising her hand. Let me allow her to speak. Yeah.
Sorry, it's a mistake, huh?
Okay. Okay, let me. All right. So, yeah, greediness. Yeah. Okay. So, is there any other question? Is there any other question? Okay. Are we ready to open our accounts, or just to check out the brokers? Because we still have 15 minutes. So if there are no questions, we can easily do that. I want to maximize the time. Don't mind me. I'm so sorry because I know what is ahead of us. That's why I'm trying to rush us like this. Okay, so that we don't waste time on things that are not too necessary. Okay, so let me introduce us to my brokers. Okay, please, if you eventually want to start trading and you want to trade with these brokers, let me know. Okay, so that I can help you out. Like I said, I use FX Pro. Those are my brokers. Why do I use FX Pro? Maybe I should talk a little bit about that. When you want to choose your broker, I mean, it's not compulsory you use FX Pro. Do we know of any other broker around? Anybody has any idea of other brokers? Let me know. Maybe some have contacted you before. You've seen some adverts before. Thank you, David. eToro. I think all of us would have heard about eToro. They even advertise on TV. I think I have an account with them, but I never put money to trade with them. eToro is very popular in Spain, very, very popular. I mean, and you know what Toro is. Toro is the bull, right? So plus 500, thank you very much. I think I have an account with plus 500 also. I open accounts with all of them. It's not compulsory that you trade on their platforms or you trade with them. Some of them, I just open accounts with them so I can have their platform and use, their financial instruments, the analysis for analysis. So you can have as many accounts as you want. They're not going to force you to put money into it. Of course, in the beginning, they will pressurize you. When are you going to start trading? When are you going to start trading? When are you going to fund your account? Don't mind them. Just keep your own head straight. All right. Trade 212. Okay. That's right. So that's right. So we have lots of brokers around. I chose FX Pro. I mean, a long time ago. You can even see they sent me this. You see the mouse pad I'm using. They sent it to me. So they sent me stuffs. They sent me a lot of stuffs. Because I've been with them for a while. Mine is FX Pro. Let me write it for you. fxpro.com. That's what I use. Okay. fxpro.com. Yeah, that's the one I use. Okay. Please, they did not tell me to advertise, so please don't take it as though I'm advertising for them. But I'm just using this, okay, because it's a training class and I have to be open. I just want to be open with you, okay? So I'm gaining nothing from them by telling you about them. So it's not compulsory you use them. I'm just thinking about it now that possibly I can speak to them. If I bring clients for them, maybe they give me some commission. They've been actually telling me that before, but maybe it's now time to explore that, okay? So that if you join them, maybe they pay me or something. Because this is free advert. I'm already advertising to over 28 people for free. Come on now. They should pay me something. That's how the world works, okay? Anyway, so I use FX Pro because let me tell you quickly what you should check out for before you choose your broker. Number one, they must be very, very available. I think I have that on my Excel. Yes. So let me just share the screen and tell us that. Let me just share the screen and tell us about that. Okay, very important. So when you are choosing your I have to start. The broker. So when you're choosing your broker, you should check out their testimonials. Yeah. Please always check the reviews. Okay. What people are saying about them. Well, that's very important. Don't just check the review on their website. If I have a company, I will not put a bad review on my website. Okay, that's what a lot of people do. They're like, oh, and they spoke well about them. Of course, you're checking the reviews on their website. They edit the reviews. I can write the reviews myself and put another person's name. So when you really want to check reviews of companies, go on Google. Okay, go on Google and check them out. So check out your broker. Make sure that people say good things about them. Of course, they must be registered. If they're not registered, if it's fraud, they would have been taken out. But much more than that, check out the testimonials. What about the commissions that they charge? Okay, their availability. What I mean by availability is, are they always there when you call them? This is one thing I like about FX Pro. When I call, okay, I want to speak to human beings. I don't want to speak to a computer. Yeah, they have to be there for you anytime. I mean, when I call them, the first thing I go is, I don't want a computer. I want to speak to a human being. So I ask them, are you human? Like, are you human? What's your name? How are you today? Was there traffic today? So I ask questions like that. That's me. I mean, forgive me for that, but that's what I do. Any company I call, I want to ask questions about them. Are you married? I will ask you some questions that computers will not answer. And once you answer that, I'll be like, oh, right, okay, very good. And then I speak to you. So your broker must be able to have that facility available for you. Another good thing I like about FX Pro, which is also good, is to be able to chat with them. Okay, when you are able to chat. For example, I do web designs. Okay, I build websites. Yeah, and the platform I use to build websites, RVXA. One good thing about them is you can chat them up any time of the day. 24 hours, chat. And while you're chatting, it's a human being that chats with you and they solve your problems for you while you're still there. Okay, so that's very important. Availability is very important. They must have a telephone line you can call and speak to a human being. They must have a live chat, okay, and they must be there for you. Okay, so that's very important. Then the commissions shouldn't be too high. Well, the market is very open right now. All of them are looking for clients, so mostly their commissions are not so high, but please check them out. Let people tell you about them. Check out their commissions. But one good thing about this is this. Let me just tell you this. It doesn't really matter what commissions they charge, because like the chart I showed you now, once it's green, the amount you see that is green is the amount you get in your account. But when we talk about commissions like that, when you want to make transfers, when you're transferring money from your bank to the platform, do they charge you? FX Pro used to charge before. Now, no. If I transfer 200 euros now, I receive 200 euros in my account. Before they used to charge. If I transfer 200 euros from my platform into my bank, I receive 200 euros. So no more commissions, okay? So you can check that also. Will the broker charge me commissions for transactions? Then the account minimum, like someone asked, what's the minimum I can start with? If you don't have such an amount, if the broker says the minimum is 500 and you only want to start with 200, then you know that that broker is not for you. Then the account fees, then your trading style and technology that is available. All right. So does the platform provide that? There was a platform, there was a broker that I registered with one time like that. I can't remember the name now. Do you know the only chart type that they have is the line chart? I will teach you that tomorrow. Line chart. I just see lines. I was like, what? And I trained with candlesticks, okay, Japanese candlesticks. And that's what I know. So when I saw the line chart, I was like, no, I can't do this. There was another one that I registered with, a broker, and the only thing they do is digital numbers, right? Like it's going up, it's going down. You just see figures like they see on Wall Street, just figures, no charts, no graphs. I was like, oh man, no, I can't do that. Now, there are some brokers that all they have is MT4, the platform, MT4, MT5. Now, there are so many types of platforms, but it depends on you. There are people that will use the digital numbers, okay? They don't care about the charts. They follow the news. Maybe they are investors. They do long-term trading. They want to place the order and leave it for 1 year or 2 years. They don't need the charts or anything. They just need the news. How much is the price now? Okay, they speculate. Okay, it's possible it reaches this by the end of the year. They place their order, they close it, they go. They don't need charts, okay? But I need charts because that is my style of trading. I need to read the charts. I need to see the history. I need to be able to check where it's going, where it's coming from, what pattern it follows. So I use trade patterns, okay? So I need the chart. So my broker must be able to provide me with such software or platform where I'll be able to have access to charts, okay? So that's very important. That's what I mean by your trading style and the technology that it needs. Then promotions, all right? Like I said to you, they once offered me, like if I bring a friend, they're gonna give me 100 euros. But well, I didn't bring any friend then. I was just learning. So there are promotions. There are some that will give you some money. There are some that will increase your leverage and stuff like that. So those are the things you need to look out for when you're choosing a broker. I've checked all these out. And of course, that's why when I train people, I'm not ashamed or scared to introduce them to FX Pro, okay? They are very good. They are very, very good. I know that plus 500 also is good. I have a friend that trades on plus 500. I know eToro is very popular now. There's a lot of people trade on eToro, in Spain especially. But I've never traded on those platforms before. I've been trading on FX Pro all my life, okay? Well, in the last 13 years. No, in the last, not 13 years, in the last 12 years. The first 1 year, I wasn't on FX Pro. I can't even remember the name now. That was in Nigeria. So when I got here, that platform, that broker wasn't functioning here. So I had to switch to FX Pro, and that was 12 years ago. And since then, I've been with FX Pro, and it's been profitable. Okay, so if you don't want to go through all this stress, just stick with FX Pro And then when you get to know more about these, when you become a professional with more experience, you can begin to check out other platforms. But just check out other brokers, because life is about competition. All right. So maybe there's someone that will offer something better. Go for it. All right. Yes. I think that's that about brokers. So we understand what brokers are now. Let me see if I can show you FX Pro. If you have not opened it yet, this is what FX Pro is like. Okay, let me log into my account. Okay, I have how many minutes? 3 minutes. Okay, all right. I will be rounding up in 2 minutes. Yeah. All right. So this is what FX Pro looks like. Compartir. Where are you? There you go. Okay. Yeah. So this is FX Pro. It's opening up. Oh, what account closed? What do they mean by account closed? All right. So this is FX Pro website. Yeah. Okay, so this is my account. You log in, and I was saying account closed. To be account closed. Okay. All right. So tomorrow, what we're gonna do is we just start up from here straight up. Okay. So everyone should get their computers ready. Get your computers ready. Get your laptops ready. We're gonna be opening our accounts tomorrow. Okay. We're gonna be opening our own accounts with FX Pro, because like I said, we're going to train with them. We're going to train with FX Pro. And that's it. So yeah, so this is what it looks like once you have an account with them. Okay, this is what it's going to look like. And I will show us this just a little tomorrow. Okay, and yes, that's what we're going to do. Okay, is there any other question that I'm missing out on? No. Okay. Did we have a wonderful time tonight? Do you think you want to come back tomorrow to continue the class? If it's a yes, just put a yes. If you think it's worth the time, I've not wasted your 2 hours. Okay. Let me see. I really need to see that. That's very important for me. Yes. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm so grateful. So it means that tomorrow I'm going to be having a whole lot of people more. That's good. All right. So thank you very much. I mean, I'm so grateful to all of us for listening to my boring self in the last 2 hours, and it's been a pleasure. So it's 10 o'clock right now. We have to stop. Take care. Thank you, David. So you can log off now, and tomorrow, please, we will use the same link. I will make sure it's the same link, but if not, I will put the link, okay, for the meeting again tomorrow so that you can join, okay? I will put the link again tomorrow. I will put the link again tomorrow so that in case there is a change, all right, you can be able to join. And if you have a friend that had tried to join today and they couldn't, please, after now, call them up and explain to them how to operate the Zoom, especially the volume. The audio. So they just need to click on that casco, that earpiece, okay? They need to click on it. Once they click on it, it will tell them to call into the meeting. So they click on that call into the meeting, and then they'll begin to hear. It's that simple, okay? So thank you very much. God bless you all. Have a wonderful night rest, and I'll see you tomorrow.